Yep, I'm getting these right here. These look good. But just checking in. This video is not going to be long, but I was just building with myself. I do that a lot of times. Like when I'm walking around, you know, the spirit will be showing me lessons and everything. And one of the things I was thinking about was emotions and people and how it relates to everything that we speak about. And what I wanted to say was you can't get caught up in people because people are nothing but emotions. You have to realize that they are not stable. And even the word emotions itself, when you think about it, you see it rhymes with the word ocean, right? So when you think about emotions, you have to look at yourself like a boat or a ship. And people, if you let them, like the waters of the ocean, they will carry your ship to and fro. You see? So you have to, that's why we say being stable. You have to stay stable. You have to keep your ship stable. You have to be the commander of your life, and you can do that by not allowing people's emotions to carry you every which way. It's a parable in the Bible, and I like to speak with parables about everything. About the man who built his house upon rock and the man who built his house upon sand. And when the waters came, the man who built his house upon sand, the water easily carried him away. Because sand is not stable. It's not like cement. It's not glued together. It's very fine. It's very loose. So when the water came, the man who built his house upon sand, he didn't have a strong foundation. But the man who built his house upon rock, when the waters came, because rock is solid, he had a strong foundation and the waters didn't wash him away. So I'm just bringing up that parable to relate it to emotions and the sea of people that's before you every day. You see, how I look at it, or better yet, how the Spirit gave it to me was, I study people, right? I'm a master psychologist. I'm in school for psychology right now. So I study people. And one thing you will find out is that people, no disrespect, but people are crazy, man. Everybody is schizophrenic because people change up every day. They never the same. So if you get caught up in people, you will be just like them because your emotions will be switching up just like their emotions. That's why I always say living for yourself and not for others, because when you're trying to live for everybody else and allowing everybody else's emotions to dictate how you feel, you will never come to a point of self-realization of who you are, because you will be so focused on everybody else. And that's why it's dangerous to even think about other people. And what I mean by that is, like, I look at it like this. You got to stay within yourself. You have to live within yourself. Just like when you're driving on the highway, you have to stay in your lane. Sometimes even thinking about people can change the way you was feeling. And I know some of you can attest to this. Have you ever been just sitting somewhere by yourself, say you at the park or just sitting in your car on lunch break, and then somebody will come across your mind, an unpleasant person who gives you a unpleasant feeling, and then you say to yourself, dang, such and such, and then your mood will change. That's because that person came into your consciousness. So basically, just by thinking about them, you cross-wired your consciousness with their consciousness, and what happened is you was affected by thinking about them as if they was right in front of you. So that's what happened, you see. So that's why you have to be careful about who you hang around, and you got to control your thoughts, because even thinking about people can take you, or basically, look, synchronicity. Even thinking about people will have you absorbed in their world. You will get all absorbed in what they are doing just by thinking about them. You see? So you have to be cautious of that. You have to be wary of that, because we in spiritual warfare, and that's another part of the us versus them component to everything, because the secret wars taking place in your mind, these people can affect you even by thinking about them. That's why we say things like, oh, never mind that person, or never mind them, because we understand intuitively that if you give attention to something, you give life to it. That's metaphysics 101. That's metaphysics 101. If you give attention to something, you give life to it. Because as a man, how does that saying go? As a man thinketh, so is he. I think that's what it is. But the saying, you get what I'm saying. It's a saying that even says that. So you have to watch what you think. You got to watch what you're looking at on TV. You got to watch your company around you, because these people are attacking you at every level. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, I had the flu a couple weeks ago because I was around a lot of people who was sick. Then I ended up catching something. I ended up catching the flu just by being around people. So everything in this world is a lesson of what can take place in the spiritual world. You can pick up communicable diseases, and you can pick up spiritual diseases just by being around people, thinking about certain people, and you have to be wary about it, because these people, man, they know what they're doing at all times. Like, and another thing I realized, people, they just people at the end of the day. I know that's very simple because I wanted it to sound simple, because I want you to understand, people are just people and emotions at the end of the day. Nobody in this world haven't been or hasn't been through no more than what you have been through. You get what I'm saying? So coming from that perspective and how I look at things, I look at everything like it's just a laboratory, and I'm a guinea pig, they a guinea pig, and we all undergoing the same test. So sometimes I'll look at a person's face and I'll read their facial expressions, and I say to myself, I'll be like, I understand that facial expression. I say to myself, I understand that crease around their mouth. I can see their emotions, that they about to smile, or I can see the wrinkles in their forehead. You see what I'm saying? I read people and I understand that they just emotions. So don't get all caught up in people and what they doing, because at the end of the day, they just made up of emotions. You cannot get drowned up inside of their ocean of emotions. You know what I'm saying? I don't even pay people no mind, man. Because once I told myself or understood, what's up, y'all? You see me? See my reflection? Can you see me behind the Budweiser? Once I told myself that I'm not going to fit in, I'm never going to fit in, I wasn't made to be like them. Once you accept that, it should be a breeze. It should be a breeze, man. Once you realize that, shouldn't nothing be able to knock you off your square, because you understand, like, yeah, like I can walk into any environment and already determine what it is, who is who, in a split second. You got to be that quick, man. You got to be able to process information that quick, like in a split second. You got to know your environment at all times, who you speaking to at all times, man. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Like I was like I'm in this grocery store right now, right? And hold up, y'all. I was in this grocery store, right? Hold up. All right, it was this white girl, right? And you know, I ain't gonna lie, she was cute and everything, right? So she had like, her hair was long, she had like a nice shape or whatever. It was all good, you know. And anyway, she walked past me and I had walked past her. Okay, you see how I'm walking down this side of the aisle? Imagine a female coming up this side like that. So we met like in between, right here, you see? But I let her keep passing, so I turned around. Okay, and imagine I turned around because I didn't want her to see me watching. So she kept going that way, but I was facing this way, looking over my shoulder like that, because I wanted to peep her out. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see, okay, because I felt something like in between me and her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, women will give you hints and signals. Okay, this video is about to divide into something else. Let me stay on point. But anyway, women will give you hints and signals, right? So anyway, I felt something. I felt some attraction that she had for me. And likewise, you know. So anyway, I looked at her and she had her hair, like, it came like midway down her back, right? But it was trimmed even on the ends. So I walked up to her and I said, I walked up to her like this. You see me walking forward? Okay. Imagine this is her right here. I said, I like your hair. It's trimmed real nice in the back. And she looked at me, she smiled, and she said, oh, thank you. And then she engaged in the conversation with me. Okay? So that's why I said to myself, I said, she's giving me the green light. But it was this other dude that was standing right there. It was a white dude. He had like his grocery cart, but I didn't pay him no mind. And me and her, we was just like, she was smiling and stuff, and I was looking at her, and I can tell she was checking me out and everything. But the reason why I didn't ask for her number or anything, because I asked her this question. I said, are you in college? And she said, no. And I was like, oh shit, I ain't about to nah, that's a no-brainer right there. But she was 18. She was 18, but even still, I'm not putting myself in no type of predicament. You know what I'm saying? You got to be wise like that. So I'm just giving an example of knowing who to talk to. Even when it comes to women, you just can't go up and talk to any girl. You have to emotionally fill it out. See, your emotions, not only are your emotions inside of you. See, your emotions are inside of you to safeguard you from certain situations. And one thing about an emotion, it allows, how can I put this? Because this is deep. See, a lot of the stuff I speak about is not anything that's written down anywhere. Your emotions is like, they don't tell you if the reason why you feel in a certain way, your emotions don't tell you if it's accurate or not. But at the same time, it's there as a precautionary measure to keep you aware that you are in a world where anything can happen, you are in a unpredictable environment. So that's why you have certain emotions like fear. A fear is only an emotion, like they say, false evidence appearing real. But once you figure out the thing that you was afraid of was nothing to be afraid of, you no longer have that emotion of fear. So that's basically what I'm saying. So my point is, you have these emotions to safeguard you from things, but as well, you can use your emotional reading abilities, like the ability to read other people's emotions, to safeguard you from talking to people that you shouldn't even be speaking to. Saying all that to say, I knew that the girl I had spoke to, that it was okay, because she gave me the attraction energy that I felt. I felt she was attracted to me, and she knew that I was attracted to her. We never said it. We never spoke it. It was in a silent, telepathic, you see how I got it? When you're dealing with this type of information, and that's the thing, you have to come up with words and stuff because they don't teach us this. That's why the very vocabulary that we use every day is not geared towards unveiling the secret. So when you start talking about it, it feels so awkward, and you gotta peruse through the words of English that's in your mind, and you have to think of the best formula of words to put together. And that's just a sign of going into uncharted waters. So when you're explaining this type of stuff to people, you have to be very you can't rush through it. Like, I intended this video to be 8 minutes, but they always end up being longer than what I expected because you can't rush through these type of things. But anyway, what was I even saying? Damn. What was I saying? I think I was saying something about you have to use these emotions to safeguard who you're speaking to, because I know what I was saying. It's like a telepathic field around you and another person. And what I was going to say, thank you, Spirit, for bringing it back to my memory. You have to learn how to tap into that invisible, silent communication that's between you and the other person. And that relates to the whole Jaguar thing, because we say Jaguars don't speak. But at the same time, they communicate with the world around them in a silent manner. Like a jaguar, if you was out in the Amazon forest somewhere, a jaguar could be 5 feet in front of you, ready to pounce on you, but it's so quiet. But yet at the same time, it's so concentrated on what it has to do, you won't even realize it's there. A wise man, he says less. Empty wagon makes a lot of noise. And another thing I was going to say before I got distracted was, even when you're dealing with women, don't worry about what she says out of her mouth. You go by the feeling, the emotional feeling that you get, because that emotional feeling is the true language. You see, that emotional feeling is the true language, man. It's the first language. Emotions is the first language. Even before you speak to somebody else, you feel how you feel inside of you without saying how you feel to nobody else. You just know it. How you feel, happy or sad. You don't have to say that. Your emotions, um, they speak for itself. Just like if you hot or cold, it's a it's rooted inside of you. When you hot or cold, you don't say to yourself, I'm cold or hot. It just, you may say that out your mouth, but your body is just feeling it like, I'm cold. You don't say that, but you just know it. That's what an emotion is. It's God talking to you without using words. It's the first language, touch, sensation, feeling. Just feeling is communication. Just going outside, feeling the rain fall on your face. That's communication. Without saying it's communication. You get what I'm saying? It's just, and your emotions is the same way. Like when you chilling by yourself and you in a cool, chill down mood, you don't say you chilling until somebody asks you what you're doing. Then you say, I'm chilling. But before you say that, you just communicating that you're chilling without even saying you're chilling. Get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't do a lot of talking unless I'm making these videos. Because a bunch of words is unnecessary, man. It really is. It's all about self. All about self, man. Living for yourself and not for others. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I like to send a happy birthday shout out to anybody whose birthday may be today. Happy birthday from Left Side of the Brain. It'll be funny if it really is somebody's birthday watching this. But happy birthday to you, whoever you are. I don't know. I'm just doing this for fun. Happy birthday, anonymous person. It'll be funny if it's really somebody's birthday today. And if it is, don't pretend like it is. Be for real. If it's really your birthday, it's a for real shout out to you. Don't lie for a laugh in the comment section. If it's really your birthday today, let us know. But yeah, what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I have we have a live stream coming up soon. Thinking about this Friday. If it's this Friday, I'll let you know, because I'll post a video tomorrow advertising the live stream. But most likely it'll be this Friday. I think we'll do it this Friday. Yeah, I'm just rambling now, having fun. I don't know what made me do this video. The spirit just dropped it in me, and I was like, I took out my phone and I started recording, man. The spirit said, start recording now. I said, okay, spirit. I didn't even question it. I said, okay, spirit. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video right here and now. And oh my God, that's a synchronicity. Look, I said I'm gonna end this video right here and now. And look, right there it says quiet. It's time to stop. That's another thing, like cards, billboards. Don't think things are around you just by coincidence. Everything is placed in your life precisely for you. And I'm gonna leave you with that. Take it however you want to take it. Everything in his life, even if it's a quarter on the ground, that 25-cent piece, it may be an answer for some problem in your life that you was thinking about. Because all of this that's taking place, it's your life. It's nobody else's life. It's your life. This is your movie. This is your script. I'm just tuning into your script by you listening to this video. But the script is yours. Only you exist. We all plugged into this human prison bar system together. But still, you are born alone and you will die alone. So no matter how you look at it, it's you This is your script. So that means every one of these cards that's around me, every message that's on these cards, it's a cryptic code. None of this stuff is by random. Everything has a purpose. Even this little thing, this little envelope that's saying thank you, you're invited. All of that is a code. I'm trying to tell you, it's not just random things. Look, this say dream, live. All of this is messages that's around you. It's like a crossword puzzle or a game of Scrabble. It's like a Matrix version of Scrabble, and you got to figure it out. But that's for you. Whoever that's for, take it. If you don't believe it, toss it, throw it away. If it ain't for you, it's not. If it's for you, it's for you. But yeah, I just want to leave y'all this message for today. This is Left Side of the Brain. Hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button. Bring some friends along. Let's get these subscriptions up. Add us on Instagram. You can holler at me on Instagram. We can talk. We can chop it up in the comment section. You know, I love building with people. And yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.